The shame of returning from abroad to Nigeria is still real. Yes. Dinah Ekweme recently shared her own video, and I also had my own pound of flesh when I visited Nigeria, because I don't want to use I returned to Nigeria. Yes. I will share a story here and then share some screenshots of the comments I got. On my Facebook wall, I stopped posting videos about my family or anything about lifestyle on there in 2021 when we left Saudi Arabia to the United Kingdom. I posted a video link that finally leaving Saudi Arabia after 3 years. That particular video got people talking, especially my husband's relatives or his village people. You know, it was a big thing in the house. They called, they spoke to my husband, they spoke to my chef, talking about village people will start attacking their brother. You know, village people will bring bad luck, village witches, not even people, witches. That really got me angry in a way. What I did, I must confess, was for my sanity to block a whole lot of them. To block cousins, anybody from, you know, that side. PM, I blocked them so that I had my peace. But after then, I stopped uploading videos. I stopped posting on my wall anything about my family lifestyle. Yes. So I tried to heal. But fast forward to like, I think about last year, some of them came asking me. About 2-3 of them now has asked me how to create content. They want to become content creators. They want to, I say, kwa. Anyway, let me not digress. This was the video I made. I'll put the screen here. I shared this video when I was leaving for summer holiday, leaving the UK for summer holiday to my country, departing the UK to Nigeria after 6 years. Yes, goodbye UK. So I purposely posted this video on my Facebook wall, the link as it is, not the full video. So a lot of people, you know what happens when you have village people, people that, you know you from time immemorial, before you were born, they are the ones following me on my Facebook profile. You know, friends from secondary school, from streets where I grew up and all them stuff. The comments was something else. Yes, before I begin to share their comments, their reactions, let me tell you a story that a dangerous thing that happened. You know, this was as a result of the fear of returning to Nigeria from abroad. A promising young man in his mid-40s came to the UK to study his master's, MHC. I've forgotten the subject. Then I was in Bolton. This was around 9 to 10 years ago. And this guy committed suicide. Very handsome guy. And when I asked a close relative of his, I wanted to mention them. What the man told me was this. Because that relative of his already has his family, but his family was not here with him. But he came here for masters as well. But he already had his children in Nigeria. Wife working in Nigeria, him working. And the other person who committed suicide, they are both from the same village. Do you know what happened? The same age bracket. He was worried, concerned that, okay, this other person already has a family, has finished his master's, he's doing well, even when that person did not find a job here when he finished. That's person A. Okay, person A, who has already got a family in Nigeria. They both did the masters at the same time. So he was concerned. He finished his masters. Person B that committed suicide. What happened? When he finished his masters, he has a few months. He couldn't find a job in the UK. So person A said he was constantly lamenting that his mates have done this, done that. His mates, he was actually referring to person A. He's at his age, in his mid-40s, supposed to have gotten a family of his own, good job, children, but all that he didn't have. visa was actually running out. Now, how can he return to Nigeria with nothing? This was all that was going in this young man's head. And what did he choose to do? He decided to end his life in this England, Bolton, precisely. I was so heartbroken when I saw photos everywhere. You know, so why would anyone kill themselves? You know, so why would this happen? This was just as a result of the fear of returning to Nigeria from Obodoyibo after a few years or so many years abroad. The fear of returning back home, what people would say, what relatives would say, friends and well-wishers, what they would say. It's a whole lot. In 2012, when I returned to Nigeria just for a holiday visit on Japada precisely, one of the young boys, he's no longer young because my age, I'm no longer young. Then he was young. You know, he saw me and said, it appears I have HIV/AIDS. If you truly are in England, if you are truly here for your studies in England, you come here to study and you are studying and working at the same time, do you know the stress? You don't have families around. You don't have anybody to discuss. My life then was lecture. I go to work. Sometimes I would go to the library in my school at night or in the evening with my work. I was working for all these agencies, A24, all of them. I would put my work uniform in my bag in case they call. If you have ever worked for an agency, you know what they are, how they can call you to come cover a shift. Right there at the library, they might call me and I would from there. I've even left a birthday party of a kid to walk Joe Izzy's child from his house. A party. I had to go to work, Bolton Hospital. Somebody that attended a party. So this was how we were living our life. And I traveled to Nigeria. A guy had the impetus to tell me that I looked so malnourished, as if I had HIV/AIDS. That I looked as if I was suffering from HIV/AIDS. And when I was going back, he asked me if I could send him a laptop. That's all he wanted from me. A student. Where did you want me to get the money? You know, Dinah had just said a lot of things. People were asking. Now, back to the comments people dropped on the video that I shared recently. And I bet you these people did not watch that video. You know. So when I dropped this video, departing the UK to Nigeria after 6 years. 6 years included 6 long years I've been away from Nigeria. Saudi Arabia 3 years. From Saudi Arabia we came down to the UK in 2021. Since then we just returned home in July for summer holiday. So the comments that follows, like I told you, this set of people following me on Facebook profile, they are people. I don't know if I should put them here. You know, are you serious? Why don't you stay back? This was somebody, a man I taught with in the school in Lagos, Nigeria. So you see that they know me. Say, why don't I stay back? He didn't even know the reason I was coming back home. If we were deported or something happened or we choose to come back home. Besides, Nigeria is our motherland. You travel to abroad doesn't mean that you have said shege waka forever and ever to your home country. This is one thing those back home do not understand. Another person, my dear, don't come to Nigeria. It's second hellfire. Please, you can go to another country, not Nigeria. Do you know what it looks like in another country where you are asking me to go? Ask people in China the way they were crying. People in Dubai. Okay, this person, auntie, you can reconsider this decision. I know you have a plan, but this country now, anyway, God see you through. This person, he's a lawyer now. You know, I have somebody who commented good. Really? Welcome to motherland. I hope it's a vacation. That means she believes that I'll be going back. I didn't come to stay. Now the next person says, where are you going from there? Where do you want me to go? I've actually returned to my home country. This was a man that was supposed to marry Chinyere. Then I was making shakara. Oh, love can be something else. You know, when you were growing up, the guy was talking about love, love, love. I didn't want to return the love or the affection, but before you know it, the mother found him a wife. Yes, a girl studying then at Madonna University, studying law. They got married. I think they have 3 children together. Unfortunately, they are no longer together for over 4 years now. They're separated. You know, it's quite a pity. Next person. Where be Nigeria? Please don't come back. Waiting there for Nigeria. This is not funny, to be honest with you. This is not funny. Why do we despise our country this much? You know, no, you better stay back. Praying for Johnny mercies upon you and your family. Thank you, Celestina, my classmates in the higher institution. Please don't come back. Stay reach 100 years. Who is this? I haven't even met this person in the real life. He says stay reach 10 years. Sorry, not 100 years. You know, it's so pathetic and funny. It is not entirely funny. I can understand the current situation in Nigeria. The economic crisis in Nigeria is not funny. But that doesn't mean that we should despise our country, especially rubbish our country before foreigners. Our country is still better than most countries of the world, to be honest with you. Next person, still abego. And this person, hope is for vacation only. You know, next person, we are praying to leave this country because it's too hot now. Please still have patience for now so that the hotness would not affect you. Next person, did you really think about it? Chat me up when you land Nigeria. To be honest with you, this very lady here was my schoolmate in the higher institution in Enugu. Unfortunately, those years we don't even talk more of after school. I mean, her level, all these course rapes, you know, they are standard. We don't talk more of when I've left. So she's saying I should chat her up when I land Nigeria was really strange to me. I think she's based in Abuja. I don't have her contacts, you know. It was funny. I just laughed and passed, you know. Another person, okay. Your family is leaving the UK for good. Another person, Makagene Kwano, you know, for what reason, please? Kwano, is Kwano, please? You know, it was really laughable, to be frank. This person, my secondary schoolmate, Chi, hope all is well. Anyway, all is well. All is well. You know, welcome, sister. I better package my goodies. I'm coming to you specifically. You know, it was quite laughable, the questions people ask when you put up a content that you are leaving Nigeria, so that you are returning to Nigeria. I can understand the situation back home. We have our loved ones in Nigeria. Yes, about 5 of my sibs and their families, they are in Nigeria. We know a lot. Even if you don't have anyone in Nigeria, you are on social media, the news outlets, they are talking about all this. You know, the exchange rates that keep going up day in, day out. You know, it's not funny, to be honest with you. But that is not, I mean, it's not funny when people throw jabs at you, you return to your country for good. Just like Diana that was not finding it funny in Saudi Arabia. She has to move back to Nigeria with her children. Just like I attempted doing during my stay in Saudi Arabia. It wasn't easy for me. You know, it's not the story I should start recounting here because I shared a lot on my previous channel if you want to see all that. You know, life in Saudi Arabia, where you cannot go to school, you cannot go to, and it happens. Yes, I have somebody, last 2 months that I was in Nigeria, was it last month, September, a lady rang me up, yes, to say if I could help her make inquiries about apartments to rent for her family. She has 3 children, but she's planning to move back to Nigeria. You know, they don't have a building of their own in Nigeria. Yes, because I asked her a whole lot of questions. Though her major reason she wants to return is still childcare, and she is in the UK. Her husband is a doctor. She's also a nurse, but though she's not really because of the childcare and it is overwhelming living abroad. It's not like back home entirely. You saw how I had a whole lot of time, had families around when I visited. You know, you don't have that in this part of the world. Everything is literally on you. This is why some people at times cannot stay. And the expectations from our loved ones back home, it's a whole lot. But there are people back home who are living comfortably, much more better than those of us abroad. to be honest with you. So please, those of us back home, we should cut down these expectations, and these jabs we throw at people who are returning from Obodo Yibo. I think it's becoming too much. It's becoming too much. Yes, they always say no place like home. When you see somebody write no place like home on social media that the person is returning to Nigeria, they will be like, hey, you didn't remember that there was no place like home before you left. It's because you didn't, you are not successful abroad. That's why you are writing no place like home. You know, it's a whole lot. We should stop being judgmental. Yes, we don't know what people are going through here in abroad. Yes, if you are planning to return home, yeah, finally, or to be coming from Nigeria to this place, to abroad, just put that in comment section. Yes, and if you have ever had this kind of experience when you just travel on holiday to Nigeria, also let us know in the comment section. Thank you once again for watching. I really appreciate your time. Bye for now.